Okay, good afternoon, my Dhamma brothers and Dhamma sisters. Today is the 4th November 2030, afternoon lecture, continuously on Nibbāna, according to Patisambhita Magga. This Vipassana Katha, and Patisambhita Magga Vipassana Katha. Patisambhita Magga, regarding to insight knowledge, not only insight, now other knowledge also. Here mentioned these books are copies. I didn't know your mind libraries have this book. In my libraries. Thank you who find this. Panchakhande Itito Panchakhande Upadavato Passanto Anulomikan Khande Padilevati. Ya Iti Upadava Paya Upasaka is similar. Not so different these. Upadava Anupadava Panchakhande Upadavato Passanto Anulomikan Khande Padilevati Panchanang Khandanang Nirodo Anupadava Nibbānanti Passanto Sampata Niyama Okamati. One who sees aggregate as a disaster, Upadava, disaster. As a disaster, attained the proper knowledge, attained the proper knowledge. Panchanang Khandanang Nirodo Anupadava Nibbānanti Passanto Sammata Niyama Okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as Nibbāna, free from disaster. Free from disasters. Anupadava Nibbāna Passanto Sampata Niyama. So, Nibbāna, the two states are mentioned side by side. Two states. Sankhara, conditioned things, the state of conditioned things, the state of Nibbāna. Two states are mentioned here. Altogether 40 points. The next one. Panchakhande Payato Passanto Anulomikan Khande Padilevati Panchanang Khandanang Nirodo Abhayan Nibbānanti Passanto Sammata Niyama Okamati. Ya Paya Payato Abhayan Only these two different words. Bhaya, abhaya. Panchakhanda, 5 aggregates are bhaya, Tara. Nibbāna means no abhaya. Nibbāna is abhaya, free from Tara. That is to mean Tara. So, one who sees 5 aggregate as a Tara attained proper knowledge. Panchanan khanana nirodo abhaya nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness. Seeing 5 aggregate cessations of 5, the cessations of 5 aggregate as a Nibbāna, free from Tara. Bhaya, abhaya. Then Panchakhande Upasagato Pasando Anulomikan Khandain Patilavati Panchanan Khanana Nirodo Anupasakan Pasando Anupasakan Nibbānanti Pasando Sammata Niyama Okamati. Here, Upasaka and Anupasaka. Only difference here mentioned. Upasaka and Anupasaka. One who sees 5 aggregate as a menace, menace, M-E-N-A-C-E, menace. Attained proper knowledge. Panchanan khanana nirodo nupasaka nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness. Seeing the cessations of 5 aggregate as a Nibbāna, which is no menace, no menace. Upasaka, Nipasaka. Actually, Upadawa, Bhaya, Upasaka, it synonymous terms for dangerous things or disasters. Slightly different, or the same things you see. Cause to suffering. Upasaka, Nupasaka. Panchakhande Chalado Pasando Anulomikan Khande Patilavati Panchanan Khanana Nirodo Achalan Nibbānanti Pasando Sammata Niyama Okamati. One who sees 5 aggregate here, Chalado Achala. What is the meanings of the meanings? This is given antaraya. Yeah. Antaraya. Antaraya means Upasaka, antaraya. So Panchakandi Chalado Pasando Anulomikan Kante Padilevati Panchanan Khandana Niroro Achalan Nibbāna. Here Chala and Achala. Chala fickle. Achala is unfickle, unfickle. F-I-C-K-L-E, fickle. One who sees five aggregate as a fickle, attained proper knowledge. Panchanan Khanana Nirodo Achalan Nibbāna Dipasando Samatha Niyama Okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as a Nibbāna, which is unfickle, Achala. So seeing in this way, only five aggregate. Five aggregates are the object of vipassana. So five aggregates are seen in different ways, in different natures. Altogether, 40 aspects. Here, Nibbāna is accordingly is a negative points given. Achalan Nibbāna, unfickle. Then Panchakandi Papangudo Pasando. Papangut. Burmese pronunciation Papangu. But the international pronunciation just Papangu, not Ben. Papangu. Anya, Manya, Mangala is like that. Papangu. Panchakandi Papangudo Pasando Nulomikan Kante Batilevati. One who sees aggregate as perishable, pinga, perishable, like a rupak, property, pechati, pangu, perishable, attained proper knowledge. Panchana Khanana Nirodo Appapangu Nibbāna Dipasando Samatha Niyama Okamati. One entered the law of righteous. Seeing the cessations of Nibbāna, which is unperishable. All righteousness, okay. Panchakandi Papangudo Pasando Nulomikan Kante. Panchanan Khanana Nirodo Appapangu. So Panchakhanda means Papangu. Nibbāna is Appapangu. So with the negatives explain about Nibbāna. Panchakhande atuvado pasando anulomikan khande badilevati. Panchanan kananan nirodo dhuvan nevananti pasando sammata niyama okamati. Yeah. One who sees five aggregate unenduring as unenduring, not duwa, not during, unenduring, attained proper knowledge. Panchanan kananan nirodo dhuvan nibbāna. Tipasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the sensations of aggregate as nibbāna, which is enduring, duwa nibbāna. So these are, we can say these are, you see, a universal characteristic of aggregate, not individual character. Included anicca dukkha anatta. Universal, samanya lakkhana, universal characteristic of aggregate. Panchakhande attanato pasanto anulomikan khande patilevati. One who sees aggregate attana. Dana means protection. Attana means no protection. No protection. Cannot be protected. No protection. You see, aggregates happen everything. All disease. Within us, there are all disease. Cannot protect from disease. Cannot protect from danger. Cannot protect from decay. Cannot protect from death. So everything is coming to be and aggregate. Therefore, attana, seeing one who sees aggregate as a no protection, attained proper knowledge. That is just a vipassana, as I explained, the highest level of vipassana. Panchanan kananan nirodo tana nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness. That is the meaning, one entered Mecca, the path. One entered the path, sammata niyama, Mecca. One entered the path, seeing the cessations of aggregate as nibbāna, which is protection. Dana nibbānanti pasanto sammasanyam. I have it already explained, okay? Just translate this dana, adana, dana. In this case, the nibbāna is not with the negative. Okay. Aggregates with the negative. Change order. Nibbāna is dana, aggregates are adana. Nibbāna with the protection, aggregates without protection. So therefore we cannot say Nibbāna is negative point. Not only negative point. Some are positive point. Positive points also. Dana, adana, duwa, aduwa, you see. Here also Nibbāna is a duwa. 5 aggregates are aduwa. Nibbāna is a dana. 5 aggregates are adana. Then Panchakandi alena do pasando anulomikan kantain patilevati. Panchanan kanana nirodo lena Nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okkamati. Lena alena. Nibbāna is lena. 5 aggregates are alena. One who sees 5 aggregate as no shelter, alena, no shelter, attained proper knowledge, anulomika kanti. Panchanan kanana nirodo lena Nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okkamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as Nibbāna, which is a shelter. Which is a shelter. The next one, asarana, sarana. Asarana and sarana. Panchakandi asarana do pasando anulomikan kante patilevati. One who sees 5 aggregate as no refuge. Asarana, as no refuge. Attained proper knowledge. Panchanan kanana nirodo sarana Nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okkamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as Nibbāna, which is refuge. Now is a lot of refugee camps. But there is not Nibbāna. Nibbāna here is a refuge. Who want to search him for Nibbāna? He may be refugee. Otherwise. Asarana, sarana. Panchakandi rita do pasando anulomikan kante patilevati. Rita. This is regarding to anatta, referring to anatta. So, one who sees 5 aggregate as empty, attained proper knowledge. Panchanan kanana nirodo areta, here negative. Reta areta. Panchanan kanana nirodo areta Nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okkamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as Nibbāna, which is not empty. Empty, what is not empty? So, yes, a commentary points are also given. According to commentaries, we think in five aggregate stability or enduring. We think not perishable, not perishable. Most of people also think in five aggregate it will remain the beauty and happiness, remain happiness and atta, so remain here. But empty of these situations, empty of these states. There's not a duwa, not a subha, not a sukha, not atta. That is empty. Whatever we think regarding the five aggregate, there's not such a thing. We think the five aggregate is a subha, beauty, but it is not beauty. It is happiness, it is not a happiness. Empty of happiness. So because of like that, therefore, Rita. Rita means empty, empty. Then another term is used, Tucca. Tucca, atucca. Panchakhandi tuccato pasando anulomikan khantai patilevati. Panchanan khanana nirodo atuccan nibbāna di pasando samadha niyama okamati. One who sees five aggregate as a vein, tucca. The meaning is all empty. Attained proper knowledge. Panchana khanana nirodo atuccan nibbānanti pasando samadha niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate panchana khanana nirodo as nibbāna, which is not pain, not pain. Atucca. Here is a tucca. Rita tucca. The meanings are the same, using synonymous terms, not so different. In fact, aggregate we cannot find any kind of happiness. Even we say happiness, that is not a truly happiness, not absolute happiness. That is the meaning, empty of happiness. Then sonya, these Rita, dosa, tucca, sonya are similar meanings, you see. Panchakhandi sonyato pasando nulomikan khantai patilevati. Yeah. One who sees five aggregate as a sonya, as a white, empty, vain, white, no? V-O-I-N-T, white. V-O-I-N-T, white. There is also quite a similar these meanings, sonya. Also translators use sonya means empty, yeah? But these are synonymous terms. Sonya. One who sees five aggregates as a white, attained proper knowledge. Panchana khanana nirodo. Yeah, Paramasonya, Nibbāna also sonya, you see. Paramasonya. Not negative points given here. Not negative points. Nibbanandi pasando samatha niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations or cessations of aggregate as a Nibbāna, which is ultimate whiteness, Paramasonya, ultimate whiteness. Why it is called Sonya? Why it is Nibbāna is, or five aggregates are Sonya? Why five aggregates are Sonya? In five aggregate, the people are thinking one of the five aggregates is Nivasi. There's the owner of Sami, the owner of the body within us. This Indian philosophy, according to Indian philosophy, Atta, spirit, soul, is a remain in five aggregate. One of five aggregate is used as a Atta, Atma, Atta, soul, spirit, butterfly, Vijnana. Anyways, many ways people are thinking like that. So, according to Indian philosophy, you see, Sami, Nivasi, Karaka, Viraka, Adhaitayaka. They think who occupied the bodies? The Attas occupied the body. Atta is the owner of the bodies. In Natta Lakkhana Sutta, the Buddha clarified, Rupam Bhikkhu Natta, referring to this one. No, meta-aggregate is not the owner. Feeling is not the owner. Perception also not the owner. Just a nature. Mental formation is not the owner. Consciousness is not the owner. They are rising and falling. They depend on. They cannot control themselves also. They are also rising and falling. Cannot own. They never own themselves also. So, Sami, most people think there is the owner of the bodies. When one time the owner come out and enter the new buildings, enter the new body, you see, new body, maybe different bodies, human body, pig's body, dog's bodies. They entered. They think one of the five aggregates is assumed as the owner of the body, Sami. Nivasi, he dweller. Five aggregates a dweller, one of the five aggregates dwellers of the body, and the body. What to say? So, there is no owner, no dweller. Karaka, Viraka. Karaka means doer. Viraka means experiencer. There is no doer, no experiencer in five aggregate. Just appearance of cause, that is called Karaka, doer. Just appearance of causes. Just appearance of result is called experiencer. In Visuddhimagga it is said, Kamasa Karako Nati Vipaka Sacha Virago Sutta Dhamma Bhavatandi Evedam Samadhasana. There is no doer, neither doer nor experiencer. Kamasa Karako Nati. The doer who does the karma, experiencer who experience the result. That many people think I do my karma, kusala karma. I did in my kusala. And akusala. It will be experienced. The result will be experienced in future. In that case, who experience? So one of five aggregates, only Dhamma. Therefore, that is said, Kamasa Karakonati. As a person, there is no Karaka, no doer. Vipakasa Virako. One who experiences, there is no experiencer also. The result experiencer. Sutta Dhamma Pavatanti. Just phenomena alone. Just the natures of Dhamma. Phenomena alone arises. Such a seeing is correct, right seeing, so I want to say. There is a reject the views of this atta. Sakaya deity also referring to this one. Sakaya deity is a full strong. Therefore, people, you see, after death, they keep their relation and symmetries, going and giving flower and food, because of they think spirit is there. Maybe if he or she father as a ghost, maybe stay there. That is a natural life, not just a spirit. That is his natural life. Now it is symmetries are neglected. Many people are, you see, using this way. Actually, nothing remained, just born, just a relic. After death, somewhere he will be born according to karma. So, according to the theories of Atta, they think there is a Karaka, there is a Vedaka, a Daitayaka. One who arranged something, how to dress, how to eat, he arranged everything, how to walk, how to talk also. Who learn Dhamma? Who listen to Dhamma? According to their view, it is Atta which listen to Dhamma. Atta is a learning Dhamma. You want to have a Dhamma knowledge. Actually, just mind and metta working together. According to the commentary, Sonya means emptiness of such a imagine. None of five aggregates possible. The owner, the dweller, the doer, the experiencer. Just appearance of the phenomena. Just phenomena appeared. Working together. So that is the meaning. Sonya. Nibbāna is Brahma Sonya. Ultimate whiteness. Because Nibbāna is not only emptiness of imaging, emptiness of view, but emptiness of sankhara also. Nibbāna is no sankhara, no conditioned things. Therefore, Nibbāna is a sonya, Brahma sonya. That is the meaning. Panchanang khananang nirodho Brahma sonya Nibbānanti pasando sambata niyama. Ukamedi, one entered seeing, one entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate as a Nibbāna, which is ultimate whiteness, or absolute right whiteness. Absolute whiteness. That is referring to anatta. Panchakhandi anatta do pasando anulomikan khandi patilavati. One who sees aggregate as a anatta, not self, not soul, attained proper knowledge. Panchana kanana nirodho ya paramathan nibbānanti pasando sambata niyama ukamati. One entered the righteousness, the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of aggregate, as a Nibbāna, which is ultimate meanings, atta. That is ultimate realities, parama atta, ultimate reality. In Myanmar, some people give in two lines, you see, Sankata and Asankata. Another Sankata, they say, Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Another Asankata, they use nature, Sukha, Atta. It is not correct, you see. They use it this way, according to their wish. Here, you see, not to use Atta, just Pramata, yeah. Another time is a use. Because of, you see, atta means just imaginary, no realities. Just the viewers of things he created in his mind. Atta. Not it remain as a ultimate reality, not remain as a real one. Paramatha means reality, ultimate realities. So cannot say like that. Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. The other side is a nature, Sukha, Atta. Cannot say. But we can say nature, Sukha is possible. Nature, Sukha is possible. But anatta is atta is impossible. Therefore, here using paramatha. Paramatha means satchikata, truth, satchikata, true meaning. What to say? Atta means things that can be known with the knowledge. Ariyate nyayate ti atho. You see. Commentary says, Riyate nyayate atho. Atta is so-called because it can be known with the knowledge. Atta cannot be known in this way. If you search for atta, there will be no more. No atta. Cannot be found. Cannot be found atta. Here, Nibbāna can be found. Therefore, Nibbāna is a pramata, ultimate reality. Atta is not the ultimate reality, just a thought, just a view, just imaginary. no real state. Some people, according to their wish, they think in this way. This is totally incorrect. So, 5 aggregates are anatta, Nibbāna is pramata. You must say only that. Nibbāna is pramata, ultimate reality. Panchakhandi adinavato pasando anulomikan khante padilevati. One who sees 5 aggregate adinava as a danger. Adinava as a danger. 5 aggregates are dangerous things. We are in danger. 5 aggregates are dangerous things. So they are danger. 5 sees one who sees 5 aggregate as a danger attained proper knowledge. Panchanan kananan nirodo anadi navan nibbānanti pasando sambata niyama okamati. One who entered the law of righteousness, seeing cessations of 5 aggregate as a nibbāna, which is without danger. Nibbāna, which is without danger. Adinavad. The Panchakhandi viprinama dhammato pasando anulomikan khante padilevati. Viprinama dhamma. Viprinama dhamma. 2 points are given. Viprinama means a changing. Viprinama. The natures are changing. So one who sees 5 aggregate as subject to change, as with it, the natures are changing. The natures are changing. Attained anulomika khandi knowledge. Panchanan kananan nirodo aviprinama dhamman nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of suchness, righteousness, seeing the cessations of 5 aggregate as a nibbāna, which is not a subject to change. Not a subject to change. Aviprinama dhamma. Viprinama dhamma and aviprinama dhamma. Accordingly, this is belong to anicca. Panchakhandi asarakato pasando anulomikan khante padilevati. Asaraka Panchanan khanana nirodo saran nibbānanti pasando sambata niyama okamati. One who sees 5 aggregate having no core, sara, inside core, like it. C-O-R-E, sara, essence, no essence, asaraka. Attain nulomika khanti knowledge. Panchanan khanana nirodo saran nibbānanti pasando sammata niyama okamati. One entered the law of righteousness, seeing the cessations of 5 aggregate as a nibbāna, which is at the core. which is the core. Nibbāna is a sara, Panchakhanda is asara. Why? Sara, asara. You see, sara means inner core. As a wood, there is a kava. Kava is easily broken. Core is not easy to break. So 5 aggregates are easily broken. When you falling down, if someone falling down, his bone is broken. 5 aggregates are easy to be perished. So Nibbāna is not like that. Therefore, Nibbāna is a sara, like hardness. Nibbāna is not kava, hardness one. Inner core. 5 aggregates are not core. Free from core. In this way, so in many ways, the yogis sees these aggregates. Panchakhandi akamulato pasanto anulomikan khandai padilevati panchanan khanana nirodo anakamulan nibbānanti pasanto anu sambata niyama okamati. One who sees 5 aggregate, akamula. Akam means, you see, suffering, calamities. Mula means here root of calamity, as a root of calamity. Akamula. One who sees 5 aggregate as a root of calamity. Attain nulomika kandi, knowledge, proper knowledge. Panchana kanana nirodo anaka mula nibbānanti pasanto sammata niyama okamati. One who entered the law of righteousness. Entered the law of righteousness. Seeing the cessations of aggregate as a Nibbāna, which is not the root of calamity. So, all are similar, you see. I think you memorize all. Altogether, you see, 80 sentences. Each one 2. Panchakhanda and cessations of Panchakhanda. Panchakhanda and cessations of Panchakhanda. So to contemplate it is very, very good. Now, how many points we finish? 20? 27. Okay. To complete a little more. So, according to commentary, why the reasons are given. But this commentary is Patisamikara Magga and Visuddhi Magga's commentaries explain why it is to be said in this way. But the meaning is clear, not so difficult to understand. During meditation practice, you can find such a meaning. So tomorrow, afternoon lecture, I will give you answer to your questions. Some of the questions. Now I have a few questions in my hand. One question. Recurring to this, there's according to the Mileda Panyas. According to Mileda Panya, there's a question about lay arahant. According to Mileda, I also actually in my opinion I dislike that point because of Arada Mega Aradavla will be poisonous. As a layman who attained Radha Mega, on that day he must be ordained, otherwise he must pass away. So, in this point, I also not satisfied with this one. But I think, just in my opinion, after attainment of Radha as a lay people, as a layman, if he has a lifespan, he will enter the order. He will be monk or bhikkhuni. He will be the life of good person. The life of, he will enter the order. He will change his dress. If there is no lifespan, he may pass away into the Nibbāna. There is choosing to, but not because of attainment of Radha, he have to die. If a layman, he attained, if he have to die, Radha will be the killer. Radha will be the killer. I don't think it is views. You want to say, must be in this way. If he has a lifespan, he will enter the order. If there is no more lifespan, he pass into Nibbāna. Because of Arahants, their wish, they have not a desire for living, they have no desire for living, they desire for neither living nor life, no death, nor living. They have not such a desire. Just they waiting for time. Just waiting for time. Therefore, when to die is not good. When to live also not good. Desire for to live is not good. Desire for to death. You see, desire for to death, some people commit to suicide. In Tripitaka, there are some monks who committed to suicide. Especially Vakali, Kodhika, Asachi, they committed to suicide. They are not arahants. They are meditators. They practice meditation. They think they have not kilesa. But they got disease, very painful. Therefore, they dislike to live long. Therefore, they try to cut their throat. After having cut the throat, they realize that they are not arahants. They are afraid of death. At that time, They are mentally very powerful. Their meditation is very good. Therefore, just they followed the meditation practice. Just before death, they attain Rata Mega. Such a Rata Mega or such a Arahant is called Jivita Samasisi. Jivita Samasisi. Jivita means still life. Life in Rata Mega is Samasisi. Just before death, he became Arahant. Sisa means a head. When you see the race of horse race, horse race entered two head together, two head. So Samasisi, Jivita Samasisi, life and attainment of still life, he became Arahant. He attained Rata Mega. That is called Jivita Samasisi. Sisa means head. Actually, just one moment. Think just one moment, not just one moment. Attainment of Rata Mega is precede. Death is follow. Just after having attained Rata Mega, then he passed away. Slightly different moment. That is called Jivita Samasisi. So, yes, in commentary also said, Venerable Nagasena answered because you see, Rata Mega is so powerful. Their layman's dress is so lower. Therefore, I think these are not to kill human life. I think if there is a lifespan, he will enter the order. Some ladies are afraid of that. What is it they are afraid? Now it is no more bhikkhunis according to this order tradition. How to live now? Don't be afraid. Trying to attain Rata Mega. Don't worry. That is, you see, dress it can be changes. Dress is just a dress. The Buddha has not emphasized that stage. Even Sandati, Minister Sandati, he is called the Buddha as a bhikkhu, samana. This is a layman. Even layman, he attained Rata Mega. After Rata Mega, he passed away because of his lifespan. According to his lifespan. Not because of he attained Rata Mega. His lifespan also finished. No? He's at the end of his lifespan. Not because of Rata Mega. Otherwise, Rata Mega means terrible poison, terrible killer. I think in this way.
Sayadaw.
Yeah.
But the King Nagasena asks if this person doesn't have opportunity to enter the order. For example, if he's somewhere, I don't know, in Africa, there is no Sangha around him, he just doesn't have opportunity to enter the order.
I think it is, you see, the person whoever may be, wherever may be, even Africa, when he attained, that is also impossible. Africa, because they have not such a way. As a point, as I said, if they attain Rata Mega, naturally they will become monk. Naturally, because of Rata Mega, the power of Rata Mega, they become monk. Because of, you see, deity, the three deities, you see, three deities, other deities, when they attain Radhamega, they can remain in their life. Because of, they have salutary life. Salutary life. But the higher deity was, they have no wish to remain there. According to their wish. Wish is also so powerful. So powerful. Therefore you should keep it. I will live long. I will live long. Up to 100 years. Wish is very powerful. Sometimes because of wish they have to do. Even anywhere, if they attain Radhamega, they become good person. Good person. They were endowed. But in Africa, there's one monk. He attained my Vedama class 2004, I think, 2005. He's Uganda. He's from Uganda. When he went back to his country, he took the Buddha statue to his country. The immigration said, why you take this statue, cause a statue? You see. After that he keep his mother's home. And he taught his mother. He explained about the Buddha and Dhamma. But he has a problem. He told me, in their country, the people also believe, whoever wearing dress like that, showing the one-shotters in this way, this dress style, they assumed this witch doctor. The people are afraid of witch doctors. People are afraid. Witch doctor. Black art. He knows black art. There may be something where he will create something. So therefore, they afraid of the witch doctors. How to stay there is when you inside the building, you can stay okay. When you go out, you must wear in this way. I advise him. His name is Sangharakita or Buddharakita. Buddharakita. Don't worry, the Buddha will protect you, I told him. You are Buddharakita. Buddha will give protection to you. So African monks have African native Uganda nationalities. Is that your question? Okay.
Thank you.
This another one is you want to translate Patana test.
Study first.
Patana. My question is about the literature on Patana. Apart from many introductions to Patana, there are following deep works in English which I know. First of all, it is Conditional Relations, PTS, by Unarata, Mula Patana Sayadaw, Eka Mahapandit, which is the translations of Patana, volume 1, on 1 or 22. Triplets, which is some introductions and commentaries of the translators. After that, of course, there are your great helping courses of Patana, on Patana, one of which I had the opportunity to listen as an audio record Sky Hill, November. You have this one? November. Sky Hill, November 2006. The records of the other one, Pinan Sandarama, July 2007, July. I haven't listened yet. You want to say this one? My question is, if there are any other further deep explanations of Patana apart from the two aforementioned guides in English, or if one wants to study Patana deeper and deeper, the only option is to study Burmese and Pali languages, and read Burmese work and Pali commentary on Patana. Maybe there are some books or distinct courses in Myanmar, which teach Patana English further than two aforementioned guides. Please give me your advice, Sayadaw. It's very rare, I think. In English, the lecture on Patana is very rare. You should learn the Patana according to Patan Ayakao. In Burmese writings, in Patan Ayakao. Patan Ayakao explained in detail. Only Dhamma explained in detail. Yeah. You should learn.
Agauks? Yes, it is the same.
No.
Agauk?
No, not. You should learn to understand. So, Patan Ayakao is big books. It's written in Burmese. So after that, from the teachers, one who has knowledge of Patana. So you should stay a few years in Myanmar and learn. Otherwise, it's difficult to find out. Even in Myanmar, most of monks who even they knows about the Patana, but the language is barrier. You see, language barriers. Maybe some monks can help you. Some of to explain some points from this text. English translation is, I think it is difficult to understand. So, would
you please, maybe later or now, write down the name of this book?
Oh, the books? Yeah, I give you. If you have it, the knowledge of Burmese, maybe you can read. And you have you studied Abhidhamma, base Abhidhamma? Where? Abhidhamma through books. Oh, you are a hero. Very good. You study by yourself. Yes, Pauline Chow. He studied several times Abhidhamma Sangha. He has the knowledge of Abhidhamma. Can you explain?
I think it's the chart.
Yeah? No, Patana. I want to.
But we studied Sayadaw's tape, You play your tape and then we study.
So I'm aged now. If I was young, I can do. But you, Reverend? You also?
No, yeah.
No. But if you try it, it's possible, maybe. Patana is the most difficult in the test. But if you study Patan Ayakao, you may have more knowledge about it. Patana. Even in Myanmar, people's only just one part they study examinations. Only one triplet, the first one, not others, triplet. But in Tripitaka examination, they have to recite the whole Palis, altogether 5 books.
With understanding,
5 books.
Just recite.
Yeah, they have to understand about it. Yeah. They recite these tests, memorize these tests, and have to sit for examination. The questions that they have to answer. The meaning, which is explained in commentary and sub-commentary. I think this commentary and sub-commentaries are not so difficult to understand. First, you should study commentaries, Patana commentaries. There is a Panchapakarana, commentary on Panchapakarana. Panchapakarana means 5 texts. 5 texts on Abhidhamma. Very small. Patana commentary is very small. Then Mula Tika and Anutika, sub-commentaries on that commentaries. Altogether 3 books. If you have 3 books, it will brief the meanings of Patana. First, you should learn Pacchaya Nidesa. You have learned about Pacchaya Nidesa and Panyawara. These 2.
There are 2 guides of Unarada. They are based on commentary and such.
Yeah.
So they explain very deeply in all details, but just faultless strictly first. Kusalatika.
Yeah. Mostly the Sayadaw Unarada explain the structure form. How to combine this test. His table is explained in structure form. That's also very nice. Structure forms are very. But what about the translation? I never read this translation. It's okay?
It is not translation, in fact. These 2 there is translation of the canonical text of Padhana, but these 2 guides to Padhana, they were originally written in English by him. So they were not translated, but he reads it in English.
Mm-hmm.
As for me, they are good, but I of course not a professional.
What about the Pacchaya Nidesa? You understand?
Well, I think I do.
24 conditions, how to communicate, how to relate to each other.
Yes, but I tried not to memorize, but try to...
Yeah, it's not necessary to memorize, but you must understand how cause and effect relate to each other. So if you understand in this way, so Patana system is according to mathematics systems, following. Therefore, bigger and bigger. You try your work, it's very big. Try. But
is it possible to buy Patana Yago
yeah.
in Mandalay, for example?
Yeah, no need to. I will give. This is such a books in Myanmar. I will give you. No need to buy. But I must check here. Is possible or not possible. These are print out as many books. Okay, tomorrow afternoon will be knowledge. I will give answer some of your question. I think there's no questions. Very, very few questions. So okay. No questions, a good question. No news. No news, it's a good news. So see, no questions. I think if there's a no question, you understand everything. So okay, let me stop here.